our book really is the first to take a very disciplined, case-based, methodological research approach and really drill down into why are these 12 funds, the ones that a set of investors have pointed to and said these are high-performing funds, that they're generating consistently good financial and social returns for us as investors, for us to take the opportunity to drill down into those funds and tease out what really made for success is the differentiator between this book and other books that tell stories or talk about the broad flow of capital in this market.
I think a lot of other books have been on the why and the what, right? Why are people interested in this, and kind of what is the state of play? And ours is about the how. How do you succeed? How do you succeed as an impact investor? How do you succeed as a citizen in this emerging global marketplace of ideas and impacts? And what do you do to be good at doing this?
Yeah, we talk in the book about something called collaborative capitalism. And the idea here is that we need a name for a lot of the energy, the enthusiasm that's been around issues like environmental and social governance integration, corporate social responsibility, blended value, public-private partnerships, social entrepreneurship, that all these things
It's quite a mouthful.
have at their core the idea of looking to outcomes rather than just thinking that what we do has no effect in the world, thinking more about transparency and thinking more about a diverse group of stakeholders. And so collaborative capitalism really encompasses all that, and we believe impact investing is really at the apex of collaborative capitalism right now. It's an expression of a desire of a community to really advance their economic interests, be innovative and be inclusive.
And besides that, the funds are doing really incredible work, and the stories are amazing. To figure out what someone does to invest in small communities in India, to engage low-income people in having access to financial services that they've never had before, and also makes a market rate equity return, it's incredible. Right? Not everybody is gets that kind of success, but everyone that we looked at does have success in meeting the objectives that they set out, and kind of looking at the specifics of how they do that work, and what tripped them up, and what they've learned from it, is a large part of the book.
That's right. There's a lot of innovation in there that's really exciting for people to understand. I mean, the Calvert Foundation, that invests both in the United States and around the world. I mean, they've taken money, small amounts of money in some cases, I think as little as $30, from individuals, thousands of individuals, and they direct that money to underserved communities, low-income communities in the US and abroad, in the States, here with community development finance institutions. And the impacts are tremendous. The community development finance institution sector, the CDFI sector in the United States, I think they lent over $2 billion in low-income communities last year, creating 50,000 jobs. So this is a very meaningful impact at a large scale, and they're turning their attention to places like Detroit and other places that are really in need of creativity and innovation and philanthropic government, but also private capital to help turn things around and set things on the right path.
One of the things that's documented in the book that I think really is a new development in the past 10 years is the ability of asset owners to actually invest an entire portfolio for impact. That in fact you can invest, whether it's private equity or debt, public securities, real asset investing, and there's just a host of different strategies now that are available today that are documented by the various types of funds presented in the book that investors have access to that they did not have access to in the past, and that really is part of this opening up of the impact investing opportunity.
Yeah, I think one of the important things here is understanding the different roles and responsibilities in impact investing. People often think that impact investing can only be done in private markets by investors like high net worth individuals who have more flexibility with their capital. They don't have fiduciary requirements to worry about. But what we believe it's a much broader ecosystem where everyone has a role to play, that all markets can be more impactful. So we're seeing that large institutions, even though their focus might be on public markets, if they care more about the outcomes their companies are having, if they engage more actively with the investees that they're supporting, if they use screens to just examine and think about and look at the kinds of environmental and social impacts the companies are having, that has a flow-down effect to investors that may be able to support a small, innovative company that a big institution may not be able to. But all these concepts are related, and it's important that We don't see this as just a niche practice. It is an approach to investing that we believe will eventually come to encompass all investing.